Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we got some of our very first previews for the Season 2 Reloaded update, which is coming to Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone next week on March 6th. And so we got a few different gameplay update previews, some content update previews, and a handful of other things that the devs have revealed in the past couple of days. As we go through everything today, if you enjoy the video, do me a favor, drop a like on it. It's always really appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, or if you simply have not subscribed yet, every single day I got you covered with news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns. It's all right here, so feel free to hit that sub button and of course turn on those post notifications. So let's start first with Call of Duty's newest preview as to one of the major updates coming with Season 2 Reloaded, and that is the Warhammer collab. So if you've been paying attention to some of the various different leaks and rumors that we've discussed in the past couple of weeks, you'll probably know by now that a Warhammer collaboration has been data mined and leaked for some time now. This pertains to some new operators that are going to be used in the Juggermosh LTM. This is going to be an LTM where it is Juggernauts versus Juggernauts on both teams. And with Warhammer, they obviously have like crazy kind of mech suits. I'm not super familiar with the game. I've just seen some visuals of it, but it's like really cool redesigned Juggernaut suits that'll have operator skins specifically from Warhammer. In addition to this, we're also going to see a new in-game event, a new universal camo tied to this. So it's going to be a pretty significant event in and of itself. And today Call of Duty posted, operators are only as strong as the oaths they uphold. Inspired by the Warhammer 40k universe, Space Marines, Sisters of Battle, Astra Militarum skins, and more are coming to Warzone and MW3. And they gave us this little video here. It's really nothing too crazy. It's just kind of like this Warhammer logo, obviously just sitting on Fortune's Keep. And there's a whole big note here with some text. It's just maybe like lore based mainly there, but it is our first official like content teaser, I guess you could say, for Season 2 Reloaded. And obviously this being a major event is going to be pretty significant in and of itself, and definitely maybe a bit different than what we've seen in the past. Like, yeah, we've had crossover skins, we just had Rick and Michonne drop, but like the Warhammer skins here are going to be very, very different based on the leaks and based on the rumors that we've seen so far. So definitely looking forward to seeing what exactly all drops with this one. Now, Sledgehammer also very subtly teased something for the Season 2 Reloaded update. In this initial tweet, they were just talking about the new barbed and dangerous weapon camo that's available for the Walking Dead event that's now live in game. They say, fight the dead, fear the living, complete event challenges, aka XP, to earn the barbed and dangerous weapon camo. And they gave us this cool little preview video. But if you pay close attention, you might realize that this is actually showing the camo on a weapon that we don't have yet. This is actually the SOA Subverter Battle Rifle that's going to be dropping with the Season 2 Reloaded update. So we get our first little preview of what this weapon actually looks like. You know, rumor is this is going to be a pretty good, like solid battle rifle in terms of like meta competition, according to, you know, the description of it and sort of what they've teased about it. And we get our first sort of, like I said, very subtle look here. If you weren't paying attention to what's being inspected here, you might not realize it, but yes, this is actually our brand new weapon. Seems like it's going to have pretty clean iron sights. Like those almost look like the honey badgers from Ghosts. So I'm very excited to get my hands on this and see how exactly it plays into the meta. But they've also teased a little bit more about this as well. So in a different tweet, Sludge was talking about the new glassless optic, which was available via the weekly challenges as the aftermarket part for week 4 here. Absolutely a meta optic. It's great for close and mid-range fights. If you want no recoil, it's super, super good for that. Long range, not really as viable just because it's not super high zoom. It's like a 1x scope basically, but as a replacement to like your red dots or ELOs, this could be a really, really good optic, but that's besides the point. In this little preview video, someone responded and said, hey, this looks like the red dot sight from the OG MW2 2009. I like it. I believe this optic's actually from Advanced Warfare though, but Sledge did reply saying, wait until you see some of the optics for the SOA Subverter later on this season. So obviously with a new weapon, we're going to have its basic weapon levels you'll be able to go through. It's probably going to be like 20, 25, something like that. You go through, you max out the Subverter. It's going to have some universal attachments that are already unlocked via other weapons, but also it's going to introduce some new attachments apparently, and some of these are going to be optics. So perhaps we're going to be seeing some old throwback optics make a return via the Subverter. And of course, once you do unlock those, they become universally available. So let's say it adds in a specific blue dot or a certain hollow sight or something like that. You unlock it on the subverter. You can then use it on any single weapon in the game, which is obviously super cool. So another really cool teaser here, just based off of these small little bits and pieces. Like, we know a full announcement and reveal for Season 2 Reloaded is coming. Since it didn't happen today, I would imagine it's probably going to happen at some point next week, most likely Monday if I had to guess. But with this, we now know for sure we're going to have some exclusive new attachments becoming available through the subverter as well. So some cool previews for some Season 2 Reloaded content thus far. Now, we also have a couple of new updates live in game and other things that Sledge has actually confirmed are being looked into as of late. So briefly looking at some of these, COD Updates did post later on last night actually saying a new update's out for Modern Warfare 3 and for Modern Warfare 3 ranked play. We've released a fix for an issue causing the cruise missile kill streak to be uncontrollable after deployment. So this is obviously a pretty frustrating one. If you're using the cruise missile for the past couple of days, you call it in and then it just goes straight down. You can't move it in any which direction. So nice that they got that updated and fixed pretty quickly, especially because obviously it's a big factor in ranked play. So pretty important update there. And then actually over on Reddit, Sledgehammer's been responding to various different issues that are plaguing Warzone and Modern Warfare 3 alike right now, including the fact that the different mastery camos still cannot be saved on custom blueprints. I think a couple of updates ago in the patch notes, they said they fixed this, but yeah, they didn't. You can see 22 days ago, they commented and said, hey, this is an issue we're actively tracking. And then they said, you know, it was updated, it's fixed, but it wasn't actually updated. If you try and save Borealis or Interstellar or whatnot, it just doesn't work on a custom blueprint. Somebody updated and said, hey, this says it's resolved, but it's not. And so they did say, hey, it looks like the fix didn't quite work. We've moved this back to investigating. So they are aware of this now. I've seen a lot of you guys commenting about this recently, especially because it was in the patch notes. They are aware that that fix was not actually fully rolled out for everyone. So they are still looking into the universal, mastery camos and saving those on custom blueprints not actually working. Also, while we're on the subject of things not unlocking and working correctly, the armory system, they don't directly mention it in any Reddit post, but that's still being looked into. It's been broken for like 5 weeks, which is kind of concerning because so much stuff is locked behind the armory. So hopefully Season 2 Reloaded, cross our fingers, fixes that. Now, shout out Chad of Duty. We've talked about his community Trello board on the channel in the past. Recently, he posted a massive Reddit thread with a bunch of different stuff going on within MW3 and Warzone. And Sledge actually did respond to a couple of these saying, hey, we've actually already been looking into these. So they say, thanks for taking the time to compile this massive list of changes and things that we need to look into. We're happy to confirm that every one of these issues is on our radar. Although we can't guarantee fixes or provide resolution times, some of these are already on the Trello, like the cruise missile, which was obviously fixed. The Zimmer audio pack currently is not functioning as intended, and they've actually got a fix scheduled for that. Then also the invalid camos on custom mods. They've also deployed a fix recently for bug number 9, which is in his thread, but it's already live. Obviously, we've covered it in patch notes previously, but a couple of other additional things they are looking into here. And then another quick small one, they do say someone commented on Chad's initial thread saying the ACS wasn't working correctly, and they say, our team is investigating reports of the ACS not functioning as intended, but we've yet to find a reliable way to reproduce the issue, which is why the fix hasn't gone out. They have to say, okay, this definitively is causing this issue, and now we can update it. They haven't found that direct source of why it's happening, so they don't have a fix scheduled for that yet, but that is something they are investigating. So handful of new Season 2 Reloaded previews in terms of content and updates, handful of gameplay fixes and other updates previewed as well. Once we get more details on the actual update itself, of course, I'll have you guys covered with all the need to know info, the early patch notes, the general previews and breakdowns there. So stay tuned by hitting that subscribe button and turning on those post notifications. That way you'll always know whenever I post a new video. And of course, if you enjoyed this one, do me a favor and drop a like on it. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.